Welcome to Music in the Garden, brought to you by the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden and our proud sponsors, EMC Insurance Companies. I'm Kelly Norris, the Director of Horticulture and Education at the Botanical Garden. Proud to be a co-host tonight with my dear friend and colleague, Aaron Harpold, our Assistant Director of Horticulture.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you.
We got recruited for this. If you followed along with us this summer, you know we've gotten creative and we've gotten innovative in the spirit of the pandemic to try and still bring you our beloved Music in the Garden series. We wish we could be in the garden. We brought a little bit of the garden to us tonight here at Sonic Factory West in West Des Moines. Just a little taste of it. We're going to talk about plants. We're going to talk about pineapples a little bit later too. Even we're going to talk about all sorts of things to try and bring the garden to you, interspersed between a great concert tonight. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great evening. It's nice out there.
It's beautiful. It was a beautiful rainy day. It's gorgeous. It was like a great day for growing pineapples, right? It was like the hot. It was like it rolled in, hot and humid, 75, 85
Absolutely.
degrees. Great day.
And we have a few pineapples growing. If you do make it to the garden, of course, we are open again. You probably know that if you've been following along, and we appreciate you following along with us as we roll through these strange times. We are open for time tickets, and you can make those reservations online at dmbotanicalgarden.com. And, so there's a lot of great things to see at the garden, including some pineapples. You've got a couple of pineapples in some containers that you've designed this summer.
I do. We have edible pineapples actually in that welcome, in the EMC Insurance welcome the garden as you walk up to the building. There's some big ones actually in that sign bed. Some edible pineapples that I've got. I mean, they're huge. Yeah. And then we also ordered some and got some pineapples in for the containers, some ornamental pineapples. So they're like dark foliage colors. Yeah. And beautiful colored pineapples, and just throughout the garden, it's just a great way, to welcome folks to the garden. I love the structural plant. I love the structural look of the plant.
Yeah.
And just being able to have it throughout the garden and
a little tropical flair.
Yeah. And again, we were gifted a few years ago, yeah. And it was just one of those things where I remember, somewhere in my head, and I guess we'll talk about this a little bit later about some of the story of the pineapple, some historical story of the pineapple. That's right. About it being a welcoming plant historically. And I was like, well, let's put this by the front. And again, all the kids and all the families love to come in the garden and they pick out the pineapple. And they've never actually seen a pineapple growing in the ground. Right. It's like, and that's what's so great about seeing these things grow.
Well, we have a lot of different kinds of plants in the garden, and one of the things we love to do, probably most of all, is make sure that despite all of that diversity, that it's accessible and that it's you come and you see something familiar. It's always nice to see a plant that you're normally used to maybe seeing on the grocery store aisles in a beautiful container that Aaron's designed out front. So if you're just joining us, again, welcome. It's Music in the Garden tonight. One of 4 concerts we're doing here to close out the rest of the summer. We did a few of these back in June, and we're pleased to be able to come out here and do that again. We're so pleased with the continuing support of EMC Insurance Companies and Mid-American Energy for supporting Music in the Garden series. We've got some other great sponsors we'll name check here in just a little bit. We do have a little bit of a script. We may have read it today. We promise we're not gonna break too many rules in the course of doing this. And we know you're tuning in mostly tonight for the music. And I'm just gonna make a little pitch to say, if you're watching this tonight, maybe for the first time, first of all, stay tuned. There's a couple more of these coming, and we'll have that graphic up here in just a little bit, but you can absolutely stay in touch with what's going on with this Music in the Garden series and all the things going on at the Botanical Garden if you're a member. And if you are a member and you're already watching, we say thank you because that's our family. Mm-hmm. You're who make so many of the things the Botanical Garden does vibrant and wonderful, and we're glad that you're tuning in tonight, admittedly, maybe from the comfort of your own garden. It's a nice night to be out there. We wish we could welcome you to ours, and maybe we'll get to do that again sooner than later in a next normal future that might be coming. So if you haven't already joined the garden, you can use a discount code. Everybody likes a little coupon, right? And so Garden10, you can check that out at dmbotanicalgarden.com/membership. If you just go to our website, it's a membership button up there at the top. I'm going to let you introduce this wonderful group that we've got here tonight.
I'd love to. Dueling Fiddles. I mean, we last heard them at Champagne and Chocolate event last fall. It is Dueling Fiddles consists of Genevieve Salamone and Hannah Woolley. And I'm just the little bio they have, which is Genevieve and Hannah first met in 2012 as stand partners in the Des Moines Symphony. Their love of music, performing and exploring the boundaries of music led them to form the Dueling Fiddles. What started as a fun project has quickly evolved into a main stage performance act, and they enjoy performing and connecting with fans in Des Moines and across the Midwest. Their love of sharing their music with others fuels their energy on the stage, and they guarantee a concert where fans will walk away having enjoyed the music, energy, and virtuosic talent of Dueling Fiddles. I hope you enjoyed as much as we have in person. So enjoy Dueling Fiddles.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us. We are the Dueling Fiddles. My name is Genevieve Salamone.
Yes, and my name is Hannah Woolley, and we are so happy to be performing for you guys today for virtual music in the gardens. So what you just heard was Shippin' Up to Boston by the infamous Dropkick Murphys, and I think we're going to turn it over and do a little bit of pop music. This is Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
So that was, of course, Adele's Rolling in the Deep. Wow, sorry, brain fart there for a minute. You know, I don't know if you guys can see this from home, but anytime Hannah and I perform together, the whole like dueling aspect of what we do is we kind of trade our melody back and forth. And anytime Hannah wants to play the melody, she does this whole like eyebrow game thing, like this. You know, and I do that too. So pay attention because you might see a little eyebrow action during our performance. I think we're going to switch over to some Irish fiddle music for you now. This is Farewell to Erin.
Whoops, there is a ceiling right there. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the music as much as we are and dancing along at home as we're dancing here on stage. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We are the Dueling Fiddles. My name is Hannah, and this is Genevieve over to my right. And, well...
What do fiddles do?
I don't know. Do they fiddle and
they
play some
fiddle.
fiddle music?
I think we're going to have to play some bluegrass for
I
you guys
think we're going to
now.
have to play some bluegrass for y'all now.
Y'all. That's funny. I've never heard you say that before. That was a good one. I think we're just going to go right into this next one.
Oh, that's such a beautiful piece.
You know, I love playing with a musician like you because it's always different every time we play together, and that's kind of what's so fun about playing with you. You know, so actually this is a great segue. It's not really that great of a segue, but I'm going to make it into a segue into our next piece. So Hannah and I actually met as stand partners in the Des Moines Symphony.
Yeah.
And one day I was like, "Yo, Hannah, you want to fiddle around?" Yeah,
It's one of Jen's favorite jokes. I'm
it's a bad
over
joke.
here.
I'm a punny teacher, so you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so no, but really, that's kind of how we started. It was a passion project, and we both really wanted to explore some genres that we, you know, haven't really done before. So, what better than to explore the disco genre, especially utilizing one of our classical staples, Beethoven.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, this next year, 2020 into 2021, is a huge year for Beethoven because it's his 250th birthday.
Happy birthday, Beethoven!
Right, exactly. So we wrote our own little arrangement inspired by another arrangement of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. So this is a disco version of Beethoven's Fifth. Hope you guys enjoy. And there you have it, a disco version of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony performed by the Dueling Fiddles. I think we're going to do a little bit more Irish, or at least Irish-inspired music. I am wearing green after all, and it is the Botanical Garden with all of their plants.
Yes, we are definitely fellow plant ladies, and we love performing for the Botanical Garden, especially last year. I think they had mentioned when we played for the
Champagne and Chocolate event.
Chocolate event. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of
We're
fun.
Really missing performing, you know, in public nowadays, but we're so excited to have the opportunity to perform for you guys here from your from the comfort of your own homes.
Yeah, so I think we're going to do some Irish-inspired music. This is Nancy Mulligan by Ed Sheeran. Give me a second before you push play, Jen.
True.
Go.
be careful not to hit the ceiling there. All right, I think we're going to play you something by the Cranberries now. This is a special request from This is a special request from Hannah's grandmother. So shout out Grandma Woolley. This one goes out to you.
Oh, my grandma would be so proud of us. Actually, Jen, I think that that might be a really interesting segue into maybe sharing with some of the viewers at home how you produce our
backing tracks?
Yeah, so what we do is we obviously create the sound that you hear, both on the violins and also what you hear behind us.
Yeah.
And we do take requests, so that Cranberry song was a request from my grandma.
Yeah, so this next piece we're going to do actually is one of my personal favorites. So I'm originally from the Montreal area, Montreal, Quebec. And last time Hannah and I were there, it was like, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe. It was right after Leonard Cohen had passed away. And when we got to the very top of the mountain, there was a beautiful mural in memory. It was about 20 stories high of Leonard Cohen that you could see from the very top of Mont Royal. It was so beautiful, and it was a moment that really touched me. So we'd like to dedicate this next arrangement of his very famous Hallelujah in his memory. So this is Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah.
Enjoy.
Well, I think we're going to do one more.
Yeah, I think
for
we're going
you
to do
folks
one more for you guys.
before we take a little break and hand it
Yeah.
over to our friends from the Botanical Garden. So when you think fiddle music, Hannah, what song comes to mind?
Devil Went Down to Georgia. Are we going to do that? Yep.
All right, welcome back. That was the Dueling Fiddles playing us out with a great Charlie Daniels classic there. Our thoughts to Charlie Daniels and his family. That's a little recent news there, but we're thrilled to have the Dueling Fiddles with us tonight. You know, we brought a little bit of the garden to this studio tonight. We're on a thing about pineapples, and you're like, why are we on a thing about pineapples? We're going to tell you about pineapples in a minute. We've got a little video coming up, but ahead of that, we want to maybe tell you a little bit about pineapples themselves. And you might have noticed maybe down front that there was a little pineapple sticking up when we started. Not anymore.
No longer. I rated Aubrey Roth, one of our Botanical Garden volunteers, made a lovely arrangement for us today to set in front of our table here. But as we were talking about pineapples tonight, she included a pineapple in that. And I was asked to talk a little bit about, I mean, in Iowa, we're not really known for pineapple farms for sure, but there's a fun little thing that you can do at home if you want to try to grow up pineapple with varying success. The thing about pineapples is they need a lot of heat, they need a lot of water. So again, but this is a fun trick that if you want to try to grow one at home for your family, you can do so. Like, so this pineapple came from the local grocery store, and what you do is basically you just cut the top of the pineapple off near the crown, where that goes, right? That's what I did in the break here, and so you see this core where the stem, where the leaves kind of come off that. You kind of peel those off. And what we would do, in fast frame, we'd let this rest for about a week. So we just kind of let it dry out. We take these leaves off, let it dry out for about a week, and then basically we just get some soil.
How many of those do you take off?
Well, it just depends. I mean, basically, you just say, expose about 3 or 4 layers, maybe about 3 or 4 layers of leaves to give it a chance to where the roots will come out in the pineapple.
And this is as pineapples go, this is a pretty big top piece.
Yeah.
They can be actually really. If you want to be more successful, you sometimes want a little smaller piece.
Yeah.
But we're this is a demonstration. This is live. We're making this up.
Maybe not this huge pineapple. Again, you might have
actually making this up. No, this is actually how this works. But we're just making do.
And we might be making this up. No. This is for real
not
here.
Fake news.
This is for real. So again. really all you do, again, you let this drop for a week, and then you just set it in your soil. So I've got a little pot here. And again, lots of heat. Make sure it's kept water.
And sometimes you might need to have a little stake or something, right?
Yeah, to
you
keep
can
it
tie
held.
it up.
Right. So it doesn't kind of tip over on you in the thing. But again, we have a lot of pineapples in display this year in the garden, which is it's just a fun thing for us to grow. A great structural plant, and you get ornamental pineapples, edible pineapples, and again the history of pineapples, which Azure Christensen, our director of philanthropy, is going to talk about here in this next little segment, and share a little bit about our little nod at welcoming you to the garden with pineapples. So again, we'll cut to that and have Azure talk about pineapples.
A pineapple. It actually has a very robust history. In tropical parts of the world, it was used to identify welcoming homes. And over time, it became a fruit you served to your very best guest. Today, it remains a symbol of hospitality and welcome. Even here at the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden, we welcome our guests into the conservatory with a pineapple. And this summer, you can find them sprinkled throughout our planters, like this one. For these reasons, we have chosen the pineapple to reference our various programs designed to welcome and honor new guests to Des Moines Garden. To us, our pineapple program encompasses all our efforts to remove the barriers that keep people from experiencing our mission. Since 2013, we have welcomed more than 40,000 visitors with free admission through both need-based programs and general community outreach. Supporting programs include Museums for All, the Iowa Library Association's Adventure Pass, and the Principal Foundation Free Days and Passes, to name just a few. Whether families, veterans, friends, or seniors, we know there is a continued demand for equal access to cultural attractions. You can help. Donations to our organization not only ensure our admission costs remain low, but allow us to continue to overcome access barriers, ensuring we welcome everyone to our garden. Make a donation today or reach out. I'd love to take you on a walk through our garden and let you know why our community is stronger because of the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden. As my friend would say, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. Have fun and be well.
All right, that was a little bit about pineapples after we just cut one up from that beautiful display. Now we're really going to cut one up with our chef, Lisa Lavelle, from Trellis Cafe at the Botanical Garden. Lisa's here tonight with the spread and the goods. What are we drinking?
Well, we're doing a pineapple drink.
I love it.
How about that, everybody? I'm so excited. I'm kind of tropical flair.
I love it.
All about it.
I love it.
And it's the middle of summer, and we got a nice rain, so the fresh mint has been rainwater washed.
Love it.
So we're making a little pineapple drink. So I wanted to talk about the pineapple because it is such a beautiful fruit, and I'm thanking it right now as I'm cutting into it. But don't be daunted by a pineapple. Just get out an old steak knife.
Something with a good serrated edge to kind of chew
Good
through
serrated
that.
steak knife, but not your fancy knife, because it'll just, this armor on this pineapple will just dull it up. So I cut it in four, so this way I can cut out the fiber center, and then I've got a nice flat surface so I can cut away all that protection.
So we're left with the juicy, succulent kind of middle
Beautiful
section
part.
there.
So what I did was then I chopped it up, so voila, we have about a cup of that.
Now, I was promised, as Lisa was preparing for this, that we're going to get a demonstration of Lisa's blender soundtrack, because we've already sort of pre-staged it, but we've got the real blender deal coming.
We've got this is a full experience for us. So zested a lovely fresh lime that, of course, I washed. Mint from the garden.
Now, what kind of mint? Is any kind of special mint? Chocolate mint, spearmint? There's all kinds of mint.
Clean mint.
Any kind of mint. And gardeners out there know if they've got mint, they've got lots of mint.
They've got lots of mint. You've got lots right now. So the lime is going to be so tart. The pineapple is going to be sweet and lovely, but not maybe sweet enough. So I got a little local honey.
Beautiful.
Maybe that
Could you use agave nectar too? Is that some maple syrup or?
Anything like that.
Great.
Your choice of sweetener.
Love
honey,
it.
local honey
Love
is
local
about
honey.
the least processed thing
That's right.
I can think of. So Kelly, would you put a little tequila in there for us?
I would love to do that.
Thank you.
A little, a lot.
Yeah.
She
You
goes,
nailed
yeah,
it.
all of it. Let's
We're
just
do-
do it. Let's.
All right, and then this is when the magic happens.
This is when the magic happens.
So we did that now because we want the honey to dissolve.
Right.
So now we'll add a dozen ice cubes,
Okay.
give or take, a few in our glasses. Oh, there we go. Okay, and look at that.
And then
It
out
is-
the other side
It's
comes.
ready to, oh, I forgot to mention if you want to, if your blender is not handling all the ice, just throw in a little water,
Little water.
whatever. So,
I
voila.
love it. I love
Here we
it. It's a
are.
summer in a glass.
It is, and we're gonna just enjoy this like crazy with a little mint garnish,
We're going
which
to continue to enjoy this
is
like
in the
crazy.
bottom. So,
love it.
cheers to all you hardworking people in the garden, the
very good.
volunteers.
Cheers to that,
And remember,
indeed.
Trellis is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, lunch, 11 to 1:30. So we'd love to see you on the
that's
patio.
Fabulous.
Cheers.
That's really great.
Enjoy the music. This is
Lisa, that's super fabulous. Great. We're ready to pull up Dueling Fiddles here for their last set. Before we do that, I want to thank EMC Insurance Companies and Mid-American Energy Company as our top sponsors. We could not do events and programming really of any kind, performance or otherwise, without the support of individuals and corporations and organizations in our community. I also want to name check a whole other list of sponsors who are just as important: American Enterprise, Mary Kay and Doug Bruce, Green State Credit Union, Ibarra Realty Group and Fidelity Bank, Techni Salon, Merchants Bonding Company, Prairie Meadows, Linda Westergaard, Ward 2 City Council member, Bernie and Brenda Mao, and Exile Brewing Company. And with that, we're ready to send it back to Dueling Fiddles.
You guys are live.
right. Thank you again for everyone who is tuning in right now. We are the Dueling Fiddles. My name is Hannah Woolley.
And my name is Genevieve Salomon.
And we are so happy to be here. We wish we were in the gardens. They are absolutely spectacular from our inner plant lady perspective. We love the gardens, but we're so happy to still have the opportunity to play for you guys today. That was Strings of Fire from The Lord of the Dance, and is one of our favorite Irish fiddle music songs to play. I think what are we gonna do next, Jen?
I'm gonna play some Portugal the Man for you guys
All right,
now.
yeah, for all of you to put on your dancing shoes, dance along with us.
Love it. Love it. I think we're going to slow things down now. We're going to play you one of our favorites from the film The Greatest Showman. This is A Million Dreams. And now, in the words of Monty Python, for something completely different.
Yeah, well, we again are so happy to be here. We're the Dueling Fiddles. My name is Hannah Woolley. This is
Genevieve Salomon. Whose
Genevieve
mic stand keeps
Salomon.
falling down.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll talk. So what we are going to play next is a little bit of rock and roll. I don't know if you guys have ever heard two violins do any rock and roll, but you're about to. So this is "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses. All right. Well, Jen said earlier that I sounded like I'm a radio host with my deep, dark voice. No, just kidding. Yeah, so that was Sweet Child of Mine. We always have such a blast playing that and jamming out and dueling as we do that song.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to take y'all back now. Take you back to whatever age this song is from. What is it? That's why we're not singers, actually.
I think it's from the 70s. But this is I'm Gonna Be by the Proclaimers. If you know the words, sing along at home.
Now is usually the time in our show when we ask those of you who have this skill in life to bring it forward. Sounding so dramatic. If you at home know the Cotton Eye Joe dance, now is the time to utilize that skill. So dramatic.
You know, I have tried learning that dance and dancing it while I play the violin, but I have not achieved that level of skill yet.
No,
Nor do I know if I ever will.
I think Lindsay Sterling has us on that one. That's
oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's very true. That's very true.
Well, we just wanted to say one more time before we play our last piece, thank you guys so much for having us tonight. We hope that you folks have enjoyed the music, and don't forget to buy your season pass for the Botanical Garden.
Yeah, thank you again so much to the Botanical Garden for still having this virtual music series during these times.
Fabulous.
We hope everybody stays healthy and safe. And again, we are the Dueling Fiddles. My name is Hannah.
And I'm Genevieve Salomon. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything but Twitter. Sorry, we don't do that. But at Dueling Fiddles, feel free to follow us and see what we're up to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think we're going to end with a little bit of disco music. This is by the band
Same Motel.
And this is My Type.
You guys have a good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey,
Thanks
that
again,
was
guys.
the
You have a
Dueling
great night. We're the
Fiddles.
Dueling
That
Fiddles.
is just fantastic. Thank you, ladies, so very much. It's been a great night. What a great, energetic performance here at Music in the Garden from Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden, brought to you by EMC Insurance Companies and Mid-American Energy Company. Thanks again to Jabbermouth Media, our team here that makes this possible at the studio, for live streaming this to you across Facebook Live and YouTube. Thanks to you, our viewers, our inner circle here at the Botanical Garden that keeps keeps us vibrant and alive and passionate. If you're not a member, as we said at the top of the show, if you're not a member, sign up today. You can use discount code GARDEN10, and that keeps you in the family, in with all the updates on programming and all the events that are still coming to you here from the Botanical Garden team. Speaking of which, we've got 3 more of these that Aaron and I are going to do here over the next couple of weeks. We've got... Yeah, look out. There may not be a script for the next one. So Thursday, August 20th, Thursday, September 3rd, and Thursday, September 17th, we've got 3 more great performances coming to you just in this wonderful format that we've been so honored and blessed to work with these folks here at Jabbermouth Media to bring to you today. And we can now say, come out and visit us because, you know, we reopened on July 6th. So go online, check out a ticket and a time slot and come see what's growing at the garden. It's been a great season, although a little dry. We've been grateful for the rain here today. And we are grateful ever for your support, your viewership. And we'll see you again on Thursday, August 20th for another round of Music in the Garden. I'm Kelly Norris and Aaron Harpold, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much.